Man, 10 games? That's all I have to pick. Well, Xenosaga, like, I played through the first game. Still have to get through the second, third here. Tales of Grace's F, man, one of my favorite Tales games. Jade Empire, great RPG. Time Splitters, these are always fun. Bioshock, excellent. Uh, Diddy Kong Racing, like, one of the best kart racers. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, awesome, fun, funny game. Fire Emblem Awakening, great. Oh, Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime, great Zelda type game. Man, speaking of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, like revamping the whole series. Little King Story, awesome Pikmin type game. Star Wars Rogue Leader, here we go again. And so there's Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and oh, Beautiful Joe. I haven't played this in a long time. Oh man, this game is awesome. Yeah. Oh, you can't escape me now. Haha. Was I supposed to do something? Oh, the video. Hello everyone, thanks for watching to Level here as, yeah, there's been a YouTube tag challenge going around for a while now of people selecting their 10 favorite games of all time and tagging each other, so yeah, after debating on 10 games, which was very hard to do, did a bit of math on it, and still ended up with a bunch of games, but now I finally have my 10 games, so yeah, I've been tagged by Budget Gaming, so check out his channel, such a great guy, so yeah, with that, here are my 10 all-time favorite games ever made. But yeah, if this, every list is going to be different, this was so hard to make. Like, I know what my top 3 games are, but after that, it's just like, okay, how do I pick and how do I rank them? So, kind of how I chose this is one, obviously, nostalgic factor and memories with the game itself. That plays a huge factor into this. The second is how much I go back and replay these games, and if I play them like on a regular basis all the time. And 3, when I go back and replay them, that I still have an absolute blast playing them despite kind of its technical shortcomings or issues it might have, right? So, you know, games like, say, Super Mario 64 aren't going to be on this list because while for the longest time that would have been on my top 10 games list over the last few years, and replaying that game, it's a bit frustrating for me as, yeah, just camera and other issues. So, yeah, keep that in mind. So, we'll start with number 10, game that I have a lot of memories with. I was thinking of doing the third game in this series, but had to go with the first one, Halo Combat Evolved. So, yeah, it was Christmas 2001, either 2001 2002, where my friend called me on Christmas and said he got an Xbox and said, you have to come over. We have to play co-op on this. I'm not even going to touch the game till you come over. So yeah, a couple days later, went to his house, and in a matter of like 2-3 days, we just binged this game, beat it, and yeah, one awesome soundtrack, awesome start to a fantastic series, and still one of the best shooters ever made.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Ease up, son. Let's get it up there. Could be anywhere. Where are your blasters? Damn it! Covering fire!
All right, so moving on to number 9, I have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, being a big Star Wars fan, this was just a dream come true for me, having a Star Wars role playing game. And since I didn't really have a PC growing up, having this on the Xbox was so awesome, as it's a game I replay many, many times here. As you can see, now I'm playing as a female character doing Dark Side again, because I love playing this game and doing a whole bunch of different characters, male, female, light side, dark side, all that. Just different choices each time, and yeah, it's still a blast to play and one of the best stories out there, especially for Star Wars. So, number 8, I was thinking and thinking, and yeah, I went with this one for a Pokemon game, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, whichever. I was thinking about like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, because those are technically better games, but growing up with this and just replaying this versus the remake makes me like, it just it's so awesome having the sort, kind of sprite graphics and all that. The soundtrack, it's just an absolute blast to play, and yeah, really cool to go through both Johto and then Kanto later on. And yeah, it's, I grew up with Pokemon. It came out at the right time, and this sequel was just favorite of mine, especially of how Pokemon was the first game that allowed me to make friends. I was always such a shy, anxious person, still am today, and so yeah, Pokemon really helped me kind of break a lot of those barriers and make a lot of friends. Then at number 7, I recently did a video on this actually, and that's Super Mario World. So yeah, this was my first ever video game I've ever played. It's the best platformer still, in my opinion. Mario 3 is still a great one too, but yeah, Super Mario World just, it blew my mind, right? And having Yoshi, like the best character created in Mario, it's just awesome. And yeah, going through that game, and it was the first game I beat, and yeah, just so many awesome memories, and it holds up so well today. Okay, so at number 6, it's time for the JRPGs. We got Skies of Arcadia Legends. Now, from what I understand, the Dreamcast version actually plays better, while the GameCube version has a few quality of life improvements and extra content. Now, I never had a Dreamcast, so this is all I grew up with, and man, I love this game. I'm so glad it's one of the few GameCube games that I was still able to hold on to and all that, because yeah, growing up, out of my control, kind of lost all my GameCube games. So yeah, having this still, it's one of the best JRPGs out there. Just so fun. You can, a lot of options of how to play the game. It's still something I'd love to go back to.
Here goes!
Right. Now at number 5, we have Chrono Trigger PS1. So yeah, this was my first experience with Chrono Trigger, and what an awesome game. Just fantastic, fantastic characters and story and multiple endings, and yeah, it's just so I don't know what else to say. It's just one of the most perfect games out there. Now, it's not as high because I played it much later than a lot of other people. So yeah, it's just at number 5, but still great. Then at number 4, I was debating on Zeldas and which one, and yeah, it has to be Ocarina of Time. I have like a lot of versions of this game, Japanese from Video Games Monthly, and this version and all that, but yeah, what can I say? Just getting Ocarina of Time for Christmas and many years ago, and it just blew my mind. Like, yes, there are issues today with it for sure, but this is what I'm talking about. Is despite a few kind of annoyances here and there, it's still a masterpiece for me to play, right? So yeah, absolutely love Ocarina of Time. Love all the Zeldas. Link to the Past. You got Minish Cap. I think is the best GBA uh, Zelda, along with Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. So many great ones. But moving on to number 3, we have, yeah, Kingdom Hearts as the first Kingdom Hearts. Just, yeah, like playing the remastered or whatever version. But yeah, again, you give me the best of two worlds. Final Fantasy and Disney, right? And so many great characters and an awesome soundtrack, not just the Disney side, like, everything else that was incorporated to the game. It's just such a fantastic game, and having Sora's journey start off, and, first game, story-wise, was fairly easy to, follow for the most part, and then the whole series just took off and no one knows what the story is anymore. But yeah, the first game's still fantastic.
Give me a break, Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum.
Then number 2 will be a bit controversial. I should also say, yeah, I forgot to mention for this list too, I'm doing one per series, right? Because otherwise this would be all filled with Zelda's, Mario's, Personas, Final Fantasies, and all that. So yeah, just doing one per series. So for Final Fantasy, it's the one I remember the most. It's the first Final Fantasy I beat. And yeah, it'll be a bit controversial for some people because, this is when they really start to go in the linear direction, all that. That's Final Fantasy X. So, yeah, I just love the game so much. It's still one of my favorites ever, and uh yeah, just traveling through Spira, and it was easy for me to follow and play, and because of all those great memories, again, replaying it, yes, there's a lot of issues with it and doesn't hold up as well as a lot of others, but because of my memories and attachment with it, it's still such a masterpiece for me to play and something that I replay over and over and over again.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Then number 1 is like the most recent game on this list. It took me down a huge rabbit hole of games, and that's Persona 4 Golden. So, yeah, I'm sure people are sick and tired of me talking about this game, but I absolutely love this for so many reasons, and actually the biggest reason why this has become my favorite game is because it helps me with my mental health so much. I struggle a ton with mental health, so especially depression, anxiety, and with this game and these characters being so relatable and dealing with inner thoughts that you don't want to share with other people and all that, it just like the game was meant for me. It felt like, and such a great kind of mystery game too. And like I said, it took me down this rabbit hole because I didn't even know this was a spin-off. So that took me down the rabbit hole of not just Persona games, but also the whole Shin Megami Tensei series. And yeah, what more can I say about Persona 4 Golden? It's just I even though I only had it since like 2013, 14, something like that, I still play it a ton and probably beat it about 20 times already.
Now I face up, I hold up, I return to the truth. All the rising seas, all the whole moment, yes.
So...
Alright, so yeah, those are my top 10 games. Obviously, this can change since I have such a huge backlog of games to still get through and all that, but yeah, at least for now, these are, yeah, my 10 favorite games. Uh, yeah, this was a lot of fun to do, so thank you, Budget Gaming, for taking me in this, and part of this challenge too is to take 5 people after this, so I have my list set up just so I don't forget now. these people might have already been tagged, they might have already done videos, but I'm still going to just name them just in case. So, number one, I have Firefly Family Gaming. This is a recent channel I came across as, yeah, really great family that does a lot of shopping, thrift stores and all that. And they've done a few kind of talking about their favorite games for each system, kind of top three games. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what their whole actual top 10 all time would be. I'm also going to take Lame Dad Retro Gamer. Dave's a great guy, and yeah, awesome channel. Check him out. He has a lot of funny stuff, great reviews, and all that. And he destroys things if he doesn't like a certain game. The third, one of my favorites too, Ballistic Coffee Boy. He's been following me again recently, and I just remember being blown away by the comment he sent me when he found my channel, and that's how I found his. It was such a heartfelt, humbling comment. You know, yeah, I was speechless for a while. I had to kind of process it before I messaged him back. Please check him out. He's such a great guy, and because he plays a lot of older systems of like the Jaguar and all that, I'm interested to hear what his list would be like. Then my fourth pick is Retro Ed UK. Again, great guy, really fun to watch. And yeah, I'm not sure if he's been tagged yet, but yeah, just such a great guy. Please check him out. One day we will do a Donkey Konga video. We have to get together for that. And then the final one I'm going to take is Mike Tendo Power. So, yeah, awesome dude, and has one of the coolest setups that I've seen for videos. All these arcade machines, and like, I want that. So, yeah, check him out. Really fun guy to watch. So, yeah, those are my 5 takes. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Take care.